What's up, guys? Welcome back to F4A. Now, on this episode, it's going to be an episode of Free For All Games. I'm going to give you a video game or a video game series. I'm going to give you the storyline, the graphics, the gameplay, and all that, and what I would rate it and if I would recommend it. For this one, it's going to be the Darksiders series. Now, I just restarted playing the first one and everything. It's on PlayStation's greatest hits. Now, most of the time, PlayStation takes their greatest hits very seriously, and most of the time, too, they're on sale, too. And there's a reason why they're on greatest hits. They're actually very good games. I'm replaying the first one. I'm really liking it. I'm just, again, and such. I was never fully into it when it first came out and everything, and there's 3 games right now for the series. There's Darksiders 1, 2, and 3, but let's get started talking about the game. Now, for the storyline and everything, it's about the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. They answer to something called the Charred Council, and the Charred Council maintains the balance of the universe between the 3 kingdoms. There's the kingdom of man, heaven, and hell. Now, heaven and hell obviously don't like each other. Man is in the middle of the two and everything. And the storyline and everything starts off with the apocalypse is going on. The seals that hold the apocalypse together and everything, they supposedly were not broken and everything. When they are broken, then the apocalypse happens. But the thing is, heaven and hell are actually waging war on Earth, and humanity's stuck in the middle of it. War answers the call to say the apocalypse has been started and everything. Time to start maintaining the balance and fulfill my purpose and everything. The issue is, though, the seals were not broken, and he still answered the call. So essentially, he started the apocalypse and when he shouldn't have, and doomed humanity basically, and screwed up the balance of the universe, which in the case of the Charred Council, which him and his brothers answer to and everything, is a very big no-no. He never should have did that. That's the storyline. The Charred Council sentence him to death, and they tell him that he tells them, I was set up, I answered the call, but they tell him the seals weren't broken and all that. And he tells them, send me back, I will figure out who did this, and if I die along the way, then your judgment will be passed. Then, all right, sends him back to Earth, and you figure out along the way as what happened to the balance and all that. Now, for gameplay, essentially, you are a one-man freaking fighting machine. You are War in the first game, the rider of the apocalypse and everything, rider of the red horse, if you want to listen and read to the biblical stuff. And you have your main weapon is a giant freaking blade, and War is set 10 feet tall, and this blade is literally bigger than him. If you want to know exactly what I mean and such, look at some photos. It's crazy. There's several different types of gameplay and everything. One of them is, and several different items along the way. One of them is called a chronosphere, where you control or slow down time. You eventually you find War's horse, Ruin, and it's pretty awesome riding around on Ruin. It's much faster, too. The gameplay and everything is, it's a platformer. Basically, you have to jump here, jump there, solve this puzzle, get that item, and then go back and go do this. And then you also have the options. Once you get this item, then you can go to figure out get this, and then you can get more upgrades and gameplay like that and everything. It's a platformer. You just gotta play it and keep playing it to get better and better. Then eventually you're just, you walk around thinking, yep, I'm a badass, I can walk around and do this, no one can touch me. But the really cool thing I like about the gameplay is that every single time they introduce a new or upgraded little enemy or something like that, it's sort of like a small mini boss, and they essentially later on become the little minions, and there's just multiple different bosses on this game and such. So it's really cool how they did this and how the gameplay is played out and all that. I really do like this game. It's really, I think it is worth getting. I'll talk about graphics now. Graphics, this game is not The Last of Us. Every single cutscene is not going to be basically a long movie or anything like that. But there's a solid storyline, and the graphics are sort of cartoony in a way. But even though this is a biblical apocalypse type of game and such, It's more like a comic, like violence in a way. There's blood, I guess, but it's more like a little dot of it. This is a game like maybe like a small kid can play or like an 8th grader can play. And it's not, it is violent and such, but it's not graphic or super gory or something like that. It's really interesting because even though there's not fantastic graphics or something like that in like say in like in most modern games and such, it makes up for it in like visuals and such. You actually get to see like what happened in the world, like during the apocalypse, and you had to just go on collecting items to get more upgrades and pay for this, and then find that, like I said, find that item, then you can unlock this puzzle. Some of those puzzles are a little bit confusing. I will not lie, I spent maybe an hour on one of them because I couldn't figure it out, and then when I finally did, and then I just thought, oh my god, that was so freaking simple. But some of them like do make you think though, but they are in like very simple, like when the first God of War first came out. They made it so small kids can understand it, but just don't overthink them. Here's my recommendation. But it's a very good game. I would rate this game a 9 out of 10. The game right now is on the PlayStation Network right now. It's on the greatest hits. It's probably on sale right now for $20, and Black Friday is about to hit right now, so I would recommend you guys go get it. There's also a Darksiders 2 and 3. For 2, you're dead. You're another horseman of the apocalypse. You're death, which is really cool. And the Pale Rider, if you want to say that. I haven't played that one, so I just played the demo, so I can't fully say a lot about that, but I know for sure, like, in comparison to, like, the first, second, and third and everything, it's a slightly different type of gameplay. It's still the same concept, still the same graphics. They updated some stuff like usual. The third one, Darksiders 3, is the only female horseman of the apocalypse. That's Fury, the sister of the horseman, and in her case, it's a prequel to the first and second, which is really cool. And I would recommend this series. It's really cool. I'm gonna get into these games like more and more just on my personal time, and just maybe review them later on if I get more time and such. But I would recommend these games. I would absolutely give them a 9 out of 10. They're worth playing, worth replaying, and worth like going into like the game and such, and just thinking, I want to get everything on this list, because this game, like, it's really cool. I think everyone should go play it and everyone will like it. So that's my review for the free-for-all games. It's the Darksiders series. Keep in mind, there's Darksiders 1, 2, and 3. Go check them out. Give us a like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think, and we'll see you guys next time. See ya.